Gonna go check on the other parts of the city. Should I might go ahead and buy something. Things finally calmed down. Sheesh. I'm glad the warriors from other villages came to cover the Dragon Knights. But with the city like this, you'd think the weapons business would be booming. I guess I'll help you with that. So for synthesizing new weapons, aerial thrusts. I guess I can buy it. Get you this. Alright, so we have Feather Fleuret. A long yet featherweight thrusting sword that has the skill Aerial Thrust. Thrust repeatedly to launch the enemy in the air. Alright. I'll get the other weapon later. Elon Knuckles. Said to have been used by the Wind Sanctum Guardian. It has the skill Aura Impact. Hits distant enemies with an orb made of energy. So it's actually a projectile, huh? Alright, cool. Already made this, huh? Kikle. Believed to purify the soul of its targets. Has the skill Rising Arrow. It gradually increases the shot angle to launch the enemy. Alright. It's not better than the weapon you're having, though. Satine Rui. Said to have been wielded by Holy Precinct Guardians. Open for Geese. Has the ability Cross Slasher. Creates a cross-shaped shockwave in the air. Why do I have problems saying cross? I'm not Asian. Well... I'm not Asian. There's a new weapon, doesn't have new abilities, so I'm not gonna prioritize it for now. Segment balance. Ashira. Ashira houses spiritual energy. Each hit brings happiness. Blah! What? This weapon kills! Has the ability Burst Swing. Swings weapon in an onward motion at full force. A weapon for Kurishi. Cluedo Lele. A weapon for Elk. Golden dual blade with strange ornamentations. Has the skill Rumble Brawl. Slashes multiple times in the blink of an eye. Alright. Mishira. I guess I'll get you a weapon. Mirror Staff. Although I should have actually bought the goddamn armor sets before I actually make the weapons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I bought 5 violet gold bangles, a beautiful bracelet made from a tempered mineral alloy. I cannot, I can only buy the armor sets, huh? Hopefully I'll have enough money. That's definitely my bet. At 60... $120? Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Should have bought some weapons. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. I need 180. Around 180. Shit. Am I going to be able to get those? When did I actually save? Can I actually reload? Oh yeah, that's gonna take a while. I guess I'll continue with the weapon, with synthesizing the weapons. So, what was it, Mashira? Get a weapon for Mashira. Mirror Staff. Heightens the ability to see a target's true nature. Doesn't have an ability. A new ability, at least. And of course, we also there's a stone sword for Adol. So heavy, its weight alone is enough to smash rocks. Of course, it doesn't come with a new ability. So yeah, I need 180,000 to get the armor sets that I actually want. So that's that for now. Damage here is quite severe. Some part of the city have been completely destroyed. So this is what can happen if a monster attacks a city and succeeds. Amazing. We were also victims of monsters approaching the village gates. I suppose it's the same anywhere you go. Where's the little kid? Something the matter? Where's the little kid? Looks as though the monsters that were outside were all driven out by the rescue workers. Regardless of where we come from, we're all Altaginian. We need to work together. I wonder when I'll be able to go back home. Maybe I should just ask one of the rescue workers from the other villages to take me home. I thought you live here! Hey, I know times are tough, but I'm working hard. Why don't you take a look at what I have? The premium recovery medicines are selling very well. So the guys outside are warriors from the other villages. They bought up a lot of recovery medicine. If you're going out there too, then you should prepare for it. He doesn't sell anything that I actually want. Oh yeah, that's gotta be it for me from this shop. Doesn't have anything that I want. I was being chased by monsters outside the just earlier. I get the shivers just thinking about it. A boy I've never met before saved me, though. That's why I'm alive now. His clothes were a bit strange, but he was a very nice boy. Being chased by monsters, what a horrible experience. I hope I never have to go through anything like that again. I just want to live peacefully at home. I mean, this little shit saved you? Ah, you're the boy that saved me. Hey, should you be getting up like that? I'm alright, thanks to you, dear. I'm greatly indebted to you. You're such a nice boy, saving me from those monsters. I've been taught to respect the elderly, so, you know. I'm just glad you're okay. Don't push yourself too hard, though. I guess I'll keep you here for now. I just heard this, but apparently the Prime Minister was done in by a man wearing black. I didn't really like him, but his death is unfortunate. You were asking about the guy in black, and yes, he is single. He is single. I don't know if he's hitched. Hitched to Tia or not. I don't like the Prime Minister, but that's a fate I would never wish on anyone. But with both the King and Prime Minister gone, who's going to run this country? Not horny little girls like you, that's for sure. The weird dark fog is still lingering outside. What if it never clears up? Do we have to live in such gloomy weather all the time? Damn. The weather outside is so gloomy. Welcome to England, I guess. Money cannot help you in times when you really need help. Like right now. I lived only to make money and more money, but now it all seems so meaningless. Money can't help you in times when you really need help. It was foolish to risk my life all this time for it. What happened to that little kid? I can't stand being stuck in this room all the time. But then, no one knows if the city streets are safe right now. Rumor has it that a man in black was the one who incited the monsters. They can't catch him soon enough. Rumors has it that a man in black is the culprit behind all this. How dare he frighten me so? He must be caught and executed at once. Damn. What the? Gratius! I can barely make out even an outline. I'm just going to thank him for protecting the city from further harm, but I can't even see his face. When is this weird fog going to clear up? Oh man, the air out here is terrible. But thank Gratius for protecting the city from any further harm. Yeah, this guy protected you, not me. Not the one that actually wielded the sword and cut people down. Now, that statue that represents a god that may or may not exist. Actually, he probably exists in this world. We probably might not even see him. I think this is something. There is something that actually surrounds Gratius. The fact that Gratius, is the god that they worship instead of the 5 dragons. I think. So since the 5 dragons are there, we might actually see Gratius. Jeez, what a commotion that was. I heard some people were hurt pretty bad because they couldn't get away in time. I'm just thankful I'm alright. I heard people were hurt, but I'm actually doing alright. I guess I should be thankful. I heard that the harbor is in ruins. I can't just let some warriors take care of things. I need to do something about them myself. I need to do something about the harbor. I don't care about the miasma. I can take it. The owner of this house is really nice to me. Not like the other merchants that are really mean to me. Heh, the owner of this house is really nice. Not like the other mean merchants. I wish I could live here. My own grandfather once told me that the people of the city used to live a modest life. But the people eventually abandoned that in favor of a life of indulgence. This could be the punishment for our extravagance. Come on, now. Now you're talking bull. The people of Altaga have long lived a life of indulgence and whim. Maybe we're finally being punished for it. Repent! The end is nigh! Ow, my head. It hurts so bad. Hey, aren't you the one that saved me earlier? I'm glad to see you're awake. Thanks. If it weren't for you, if it weren't for your help, I would be dead already. I wanted to thank you. Seriously, thank you. You saved my life. You're not gonna give me anything? Oh, screw you, then. To be honest, I was scared of the people from the other villages. You know, because I'm not familiar with them. But they all seem so nice. I'm very thankful. Let's go talk to the big cheese here. Looks like things settled down a bit finally. But I hear most of the ships that were docked at the harbor have been sunk. Trade was Altaga's priority, but now there won't be any for a long time. Things may have calmed down, but with all the ships sunk, there won't be any traffic for some time. I wish there was something I could do to help as a merchant. I think we can do anything to that. I don't think you guys can do anything for now. You all have to sit and wait. So I think that's that. We've explored everything. Well, actually, just want to save here before I do anything. Because before I actually want to go, before I actually go to Ruin's city, I want to go to Sigrid and get the fire. A small boat has been brought here for you. It's at the pier. Some have been attempting to flee to other kingdoms, freeing the end of all Altago. Most of the ships aren't even serviceable. They'll just have to wait. A boat is ready for you at the pier. I hear it's important business. But the miasma stretches out to the sea as well. Be careful. The harbor's in pretty bad shape. I know the attacks were sudden, but couldn't the Dragon Knights do anything against the monsters? I mean, they are dead. You know that, do you? The harbor's in a bad shape. I know it was a sudden attack, but could have Dragon... You can't do anything if you're dead! Feels bad, man. How the hell? Where can we get to the ship, by the way? Maybe it's from here. Maybe it's in here. Oh, this is the ship. All right. So we know where we need to go. So before we actually, as I said, before we actually go. Do anything. We want to go to finish this quest. What we need to do is carry the fire from there. Can we just travel by by teleporting there? I assume that we're not allowed to do that. I'm going to assume that. Oh shit, I'm probably have to go to all of the other cities and talk to them. I don't know if you guys are into that though. I am down with that actually. I really want to explore that, but I've been sitting here for like an hour or so, only trying to talk to people and and have some some interaction with the NPCs. So these few episodes are going to be a little bit long with nothing but conversation and me babbling. So if that's the case, I might actually, so I cannot get lost with where I start. Yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna start with Sigram, and after that, I'm gonna go to the other villages and explore, and see the people's opinion on what happened recently to Altago City. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to the townsfolk here. I got something so crushingly awful happen to Altago City. Many varieties of monster make their nests in the vicinity of Sigram. We must be prepared for the worst. If Titanos were to attack the other villages as savagely as they did Altago City, there wouldn't be much hope. Yeah, you guys are prone to getting crushed easily. What the hell is... Why is... Oh, geese. Geese should be here.
Got it.
So I know where, if there's anyone that there's anyone hidden or not. It's a scary thing when monsters come barging into your village. Hearing what happened in the city only makes me worry more about the monsters miling around outside Sigram. I suppose monsters' attacks aren't exclusive to Sigram anymore. But you guys had it rough. I mean, you've been attacked by Titanos all the time. Almost all the time. It looks like the Longma cart has completely stopped. That means we're completely stranded out here in the desert. What if we run out of supplies? Your host! The Longma carts stopped running, meaning we're stranded out here. What if we run out of supplies? Blah blah blah. There aren't as many adults in the village as there usually are. I hear that something happened in Altago City. Is that where all the adults went? The village feels so empty without all the warriors. What exactly happened in Altago City? Hey, guys, calm down. I still have lots of nummies for you to eat. The picker seems anxious, but I just gave them food. What do you even want from me, animals? Damn, I hear some of you are actually, you know, fans of my my animal impressions. The Elder is doing his best to protect Altago City, so we, too, must fight for our village. Sigram's warriors are mighty. Even without the Elder and some of our men, we can protect this village. First the king, now the prime minister. All of Altago City must be in a panic. I just hope they finish rebuilding the city soon so our warriors can come back. They've got damage to repair here too. Hope our warriors in Altago City come back. I hope our warriors in Altago City come back soon. What would happen if the Titanos attack while they're away? Yeah, you guys are hosts. We're drawing water from the oasis and storing it in the temple. Otago City was flattened, and we could easily be next. We need to be prepared for just about anything. That's a good idea. Mustafa says there's no telling what will happen next, and I guess I should prepare for the worst. The elder seemed shaken when he was told Drissen had been severely wounded. He tried to hide it, but I know what I saw. Drissen's still alive, apparently, but I'm not sure exactly how serious his wounds are. I hope he's at least stable. I'm glad our former elder is alive. I want the current elder to reconcile with him before it is too late. Maybe that will actually happen, who knows. I'm keeping watch over the village from here. from the safest place possible. Nice. Since a lot of the warriors are out, the villagers have to do what they can to compensate, you know? Maybe the top of the temple would be the best place to keep watch. I'll go and have myself a look. We've received another report of a Titano sighting on the roads nearby. We're just about to investigate. We had to take good care of the village in Mustafa's absence. I gotta be honest, I actually thought we'd be encountering much more optional Titanos than the one that we actually found. Like boss fight Titanos. Like not Titano type enemies, smaller enemies. Mustafa doing all he can to assist Otago City in his time of need, so we must also do all we can for our village. Is it true that our former elder was defeated in battle during the incident at the palace? The man who attacked the palace grounds must have had superhuman strength. He was! He beat the shit out of us, too! I can't believe there's someone out there strong enough to best our former elder in combat. He bested me! Me! The Dragon Warrior! Me! Yeah. How's Otago City doing? Still, you know, there? With people, like, alive? Some of them are alive. I need to go back. I can't take this heat. And this stress. I'm seeing sounds here. Where's the Longmacart? Yeah, Longmacart is not gonna be here. You're a Sigramit now. I should have gone back to the city with those warriors. But I can't cross the desert on foot. Nobody's crazy enough to do that, are they? You mean us? If Mustafa's there, then the city folk have nothing to worry about. I just want him to wrap things up quickly, though, and come back to the village. We need him here. Mustafa has a lot to do here, as the village elder. He really needs to come back. We can't make it without him. I don't completely agree with sending them, mind you, but we're all in a bind here, so we need to work together. I just hope this will be the start of a new relationship with the city. I hope we can strengthen our tenuous relationship with Otago City by sending our warriors to help them. Tenuous, that's tenuous, not tenuous, tenuous. What does tenuous means even? We've been sending our warriors to the palace to bolster their defenses, but that has left us more vulnerable. So what if the Dragon Knights were completely destroyed? I'm not sure why I should care what happens to them. That is actually a solid line of thinking. And a logical one too. I wonder if our former elder Drissen is alright. I mean, if they actually really need the help, they can come here to Sigram. It's gonna be hard for them though. But I guess there's the responsibility of actually, you know, defending the royal family and whatnot. I wonder if our former elder Drissen is alright. Someone fucked him up. I think Mustafa's absence has everyone a little on edge. You've really come to rely on him these days. But we are strong people, and there are still plenty of warriors left in the village to keep the rest of us safe. As long as we do what Mustafa told us to do, the village should be fine. But obviously, some are still worried. Welcome, welcome. What are you buying? What are you selling? What are you buying? Guess I bought all the armor sets here. I didn't talk to the merchant though. With Mustafa and a good portion of our offense force gone, I need to learn to protect myself. Buy as much as you'd like, and for goodness sake, don't forget to equip it. Instead of leaving my safety in the warrior's hand, I need to protect myself. You can't be too prepared. Damn, arm the people. Altago City lies in ruins, and around us lie the signs of a world shutting down. Rumors say that Altago is at its end, and all indications are that these rumors may have the right of it. They say the end is near, and with the atmosphere so filled with the darkest, most unnatural evil, it may well be so. Damn. The mandate of heaven has been rejected, huh? Actually, talking about the mandate of heaven, by the way, the mandate of heaven is something that is kind of a Chinese thing. Back in the way older days, in the older dynasties. I'm talking even before the birth of Christ days. There's something that is known to people as the mandate of heaven. The mandate of heaven is actually bestowed on a person that people believe that he has that is allowed to control the people and stand among them as an emperor. And there are signs that the mandate of heaven actually that emperor is actually defying the mandate of heaven if things go wrong in China. So, for example, not even something that the emperor can control. If floodings happen, if rapid droughts happen over the lands, that's a sign that the heavens rejects the emperor, and people will act to it and actually take the emperor down, even kill him and take down his dynasty. Even by taking down his dynasty, I mean killing him, and everyone is actually related to him, and the mandate get bestowed to someone else. So this actually reminds me definitely of the mandate of heaven of the Chinese history. Like it is something that is actually bestowed on King Kamarl, and then someone comes at a time of crisis. And this actually happened in China, where people actually warring against each other, getting invaded by people, and drought happening. People will leave all of these and immediately go take down the emperor, because that's a sign that the heavens rejects the current emperor. So I think that's the idea here, like the balance. The balance rejects rejected King Kamarl. Huh. Interesting thought. Now that Krushi on the men, it looks like Mustafa finally able to focus fully on his duties as elder. We had our doubts about Mustafa, to be sure, but he is Driston's boy, and it shows. His father would be proud. Since the entire elder family is out of town, well, except for Krushi, she's here. We'd better take good care of their house. I'm gonna clean my crib. Did I talk to you? Yeah, I did talk to you. Did I go here? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. I did. So let's go ahead and get inside the temple. With both the king and prime minister gone, the throne will go to the princess. Why the hell would the crown go to the prime minister? I mean, that's not how monarchy works. By the way, viewers, monarchy is just a fancy name for a dictatorship. Don't let people believe anything other than let you believe anything other than that. This country has too many problems for a young princess to bear alone. We'll all have to set up and do our part. In order to rebuild the kingdom, kingdom prosperity alone won't be enough. We need to offer mutual aid. And by the way, I know about the Mandate of Heaven. By the way, I don't have a lot of interest in history, but I am a big fan of the romance of the three kingdoms. And for you to understand, you know, the novel, you'll have to understand a lot about how ancient China worked back in the day, and you can either search or some of the things the books will actually, you know, explain a little bit about, you know, Mandate of Heaven, the how the court works, Enoch's, and you know, the castration of Enoch's and the reason for that. And why you know, emperors have many concubines, or how ancient China was. The nobility usually had numerous concubines. Not that is actually you know, exclusive to emperors and high officials. It's if you're noble, if you're rich. Women back in the day were some kind of a luxury, and any concubine, it's not even marriage; it's some sort of a concubine. So you can actually, you can actually trade the concubine as a reward for someone else. Especially if she's really young, because, you know, people back in the day take concubines at a really early age. So they might just, you know, take them by 14, trade them by 15 or 16, something like that. So she's pretty young at that age. All right, let's go ahead and check this holy fire. Seal the portion of Sigram's sacred flame in the ivory ember case. Received ivory ember. Will this will it still be ignited at all time? Where is it actually? I cannot see it here. Probably gonna be in others. Oh, this is it. Carved from monster fangs, used to carry fire. Hopefully it's not gonna dim and wither out. So yeah, we talked to people. We've talked to people here in Segram. Let's go ahead and go to Shinoa and talk to the people there. Assuming that they have anything to talk about. I heard things are pretty bad in Altago City. I hope Taya is okay. I think Taya is more than fine, you know, physically at least, but she's in a lot of trouble. Hey, what's wrong? You look so glum. I wonder if Tia is okay. I really hope she is. With all our hunters sent to the city, security in the village is minimal. I'm just glad there haven't been any adverse effects on the village yet. There's plenty of wood to knock on. Knock on wood. And how strong for monsters to raid the city, to say nothing of the miasma itself. I'm just glad Shinoa is safe. For now! I hear the situation in the city is pretty hopeless because of all the monster raids. Monsters have been getting closer and closer to the village. We need to keep a sharp eye on the village entrance. We need to be on guard around the village with all the monsters invasions that have been happening lately. I didn't think events came much bigger than the assassination of the king, but nobody sent anyone after that. We sent people this time though, so whatever's happening must be truly dire. I hear all the villages, none of which typically have any exchange with Altago City, are sending reinforcements there.
Let's go! All right!
That's true.
All right! Let's do this!
The warriors we sent to assist are, of course, our hunters. Elders Fatima doesn't act her age, so please make sure she doesn't overexert herself, okay? Why do you talk to me? I'm not gonna be there at all. Please keep our elders safe while she's away. It's not my responsibility. There's some crazy things have been going on over in Altago City. I just hope whatever force is causing all these anomalies gives it a rest soon. This has gone on for far too long. I just pray this string of anomalies will come to an end soon, especially in the city. They've been through enough. The village feels so uneasy when Granny Fatima isn't here. It is hard pulling pranks when Granny's here, but even so, I hope she comes back soon. When's Elk gonna come back? I mean, you're talking to him! He and his grandma too. That little kid is blind, huh? I used to think we were imprevious, but obviously we were not. Why are we sending so many of our own to Altago City? Our hunters are needed here. But I guess Elders Fatima knows best. If that's what she wants, then so be it. The Titanos are wrecking everything. The rivers are clouding up. Shinoa's getting hit hard by the anomalies. You guys are still smoking meat, huh? Yum 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 yum. I may be strong, but I'm no warrior. Leave the security of the city to anyone other than me, I say. There is nothing more important to this village than finding a good place with clear water to do some quality fishing. Who cares what the hell happens to Altago City? We never paid them no mind before, so why bother now? I'm actually with you on this one. I gotta be honest. It's not your problem. It's not like they need help, but it is not your problem. You can sympathize, but hey, you guys are in a tough spot as well. Our hunters are being sent as warriors to the city. Is there something more important than hunting for the village? It is so important to guard the city that we neglect hunting for the food we need to feed the village. I know things are a bit worse in Altago, but there's really nothing to worry about in Altago City, you mean? All of this will be over eventually and things will be back to normal. I'm sure of it. Not after the destruction of Altago as a whole by the Wind of Destruction. Shinoa has, well, according to Tia and Chias, that is. Shinoa has faced its share of disasters before, but we've always overcome them. The anomalies in Altago City will eventually cease too. The food we stored up is starting to turn, along with everything else. Hard to believe, even the fish are being affected too. We're not catching much these days, at least nothing edible. Hunting and fishing are yielding up very little game. How can we have a food shortage when we live in the forest? Do you sell anything that we can buy? Armor sets? No. Warriors from the village bought a whole bunch of weapons and items from me, then headed over to Altago City. I guess they are planning to stay there for a while. Oh, you don't have to worry about me running out of stock. I have tons of this stuff on hand. If you say so. Damn! No hunters there. Shit. Oh, they really did. They really did go. All of them went to Altago City, huh? Anomalies had just begun occurring around the time elk parents were slain in battle against the Titano. Yeah, good thing that you're actually reminding him of his parent demise in front of him. Nice, way to go, Carol. I can't help but think that maybe if all the villages had cooperated then, things could have turned out differently. I think these things were out of your hand. And out of the hand of most people, that's for sure. I know it's useless thinking about what ifs, but if all the villages had cooperated, then elk parents... Nah. What's with this split? Alright, so that's that for Shinoa. Nothing really important other than the reaction of the townsfolk. Let's go ahead and hit Tequilas. We felt a strange wind from Altago City, so we went to have a look. We saw something none of us could have expected. Our people have gone to help, but what is there that they can do? What happened to Altago City? I've never even heard of anything like this before. I hope we can be of aid.
Let's go!
We must fight!
I hear there are many who are suffering from Iscan fever in Altago City. Even Elder Smashira's art cannot cure Iscan fever. I strongly suspect that nothing can. I wonder how can we cure it though? Even Elder Smashira's arts cannot cure Iscan fever, and if she can't, I strongly suspect nothing can.